Getting ready here for second half action. I'd like to mention all our fine sponsors again: Congan & Coleman Insurance, Killen Real Estate, Nantucket Pharmacy, Island Pharmacy, Santos Rubbish Removal, Harborview Oil Corporation, Nantucket Airlines, Egan Institute, Peter Beaton Hat Studio, Pete's Fresh Fish Prints, Gray Lady Insurance, the UPS Store, Nantucket Booster Club, John Rath Builder, Nantucket Tackle Center, the Downy Flake, Sherburne Management, Brock Insurance, the Seagrow, Don Allen Auto Center, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Cavalier Gallery, Ladybird Lingerie, Joe Rapacki CPA, Island Lumber, Martin Bork Painting, Cowboys Meat Market, Stover Engineering, Cam Appliance, Island Carpet, Nantucket Parcel Plus, TNT Water Sprinkling, The Island, The Package Store, Connor Electric, Valero and Sons Garden Center, James Lloyd and Sons and Daughter Roofing, Espresso To Go, Fast Forward, Nantucket Seafood, Hathorn Guest House, Ryder Electric, Nantucket Shellfish Association, Kitty Murtaugh's, Nantucket Boys and Girls Club, Outdoor Power, Just Do It 2 Sport Fishing, The Dog Wash, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Boathouse Restaurant, Cottage and Castle, the Scrimshaw Gallery, the Beauty Bar, Nantucket Electrical Contractors, Champion Rentals, the Steamship Authority, Nantucket Trees Landscaping, Highland 4 Finishing and Painting, Sun Island Few, and the new guy aboard, Rudy's Painting. If you'd like to be the new guy aboard, 15 a week, 15-second video, best fall ad deal on the island, give Gino a call, 508-292-2203. And Paul is back.
I remember we were talking
You went
about
for a
that
massage, did you, at halftime?
I know, I was handing out chocolate. Make sure everybody was awake. A little sugar.
A little sugar for everybody. I get a piece, thank you very much.
Absolutely, and Josh Butler, my man, did
Josh Butler
too.
got a piece.
You know, that 15-second ad, I think, is one of the best ads, however I want
Right.
to help me here.
So
That Gino currently has going for Gino TV. You can't go wrong with that, and so hopefully more people are going to sign up for that and utilize that.
Super Mario almost got one kicked in, sort of like the way the first half started when we were talking and the goal was scored. We didn't know anything about it, but we saw Mario's next three and he almost got his fifth there.
Incredible. You know, our job for the next game is, or mine is, I want to find out who his parents are and maybe get a little interview with them about his background. Did his father play soccer? You know, but he clearly has got game. 4 goals in this game. Whalers up 4-1. Mario has scored all 4, and oh yes, that we are going to acknowledge to number 21. That was Stefan Silverio, who scored in the last game. So congratulations to Silverio, no stranger on the soccer field. Nice job.
Good job there, and Stefan gets to go, and as you said, he did get one the last time the Whalers played. That big goal was brought to us by Joe Rapacki, CPA, small firm, big difference, helping self-employed people on Nantucket with their taxes for over 20 years. Give Joe a call, 228-9090.
So now the score is 5-1, and you know, as we were saying, number 19 on the other side with Cape Cod Academy scored, so that was kind of our running joke we had. You had to be a number 19 to score, but Silverio just scored with less than 2 minutes into that second half, so I think it's safe to say Nantucket's has this game. It breaks our run, right?
Breaks the run of the 19s, right.
So I guess we're not playing scratch tickets tonight or lottery tickets, no?
Well,
why are we lunging?
21 just jumped in there, so you play 19 and 21 and get 2 of your Powerball numbers going.
Absolutely. You know, it'd be great if we can have a couple of other players on this roster that I'm looking at. John Paul is on my left, who was goalie last game, and he has a knee injury.
Knee injury,
so he is out. John Paul, do you know when you're going to be coming back to play, or next game? We look forward to it and hope you're feeling better.
Look at this goalie venturing way out there.
Far out, you know, it's a risk that you take, but you know, right now Nantucket with the lead, up by 4. It's he's not putting a whole lot on the line there. Nice drop back to Andrew Dawson, looking for Patterson. Nice communication, as John Paul was saying. Time, they've got time. Oh, beautiful. Up to Johnson. Oh, wow. What a score by Johnson.
Assist to set that up.
What a cross. Caleb Patterson, that was beautiful.
So Simon gets on the
nice.
scoring sheet. He had a hat trick last game and comes alive here with a goal. And Nantucket has a commanding 6-1 lead. So all that momentum that Cape Cod Academy sort of built up, you know, getting the goal, breaking the shutout, down 4-1. Nantucket takes right away as they score 2 goals here within the first 3 minutes of the second half.
What a deep dribble that was, ground ball. That was a beautiful shot. He drilled it. It just hit that corner. That was beautiful. Well done.
I
I'm starting to feel bad for this goalie, though. I can't.
I missed
help
the number of the kid who got the assist.
I think it was Caleb Patterson.
Caleb Patterson.
Over to
nice.
Johnson.
Yeah, that was a nice
Deep.
pass. A nice pass.
Beautiful. That was prolific, and you know, 6-1. Obviously, the Cape Cod Academy. There's no way they're going to be able to come back from such a deficit. You know, the game is essentially over. But let's hope a couple second stringers get in here. We were talking about the JV program with the kids that we have on this roster.
Well, these aren't quite the JVs because they are playing the game, but these are the backups, and the backups should
These
get
are
a
the
chance.
backups on
The varsity
varsity.
backups,
Okay.
yeah, right. So be good to see as many of them in the game as possible, right?
Dawson bringing it back to Patterson.
We got an injury here.
Ooh.
Number 11.
And where is the athletic trainer?
She probably has other fields to cover. There's
Looks
definitely
like
field hockey going on, definitely JV soccer going on, and maybe even football practice will start. I don't know what time they start.
no,
so.
they still do that drop on a knee when there's a player injured on the field and you have the team
Yes,
go down.
yeah, but he just sort of lost his wind and took himself out, and they got a sub in for him. So
Remember last game we were covering last week, one of the players had cramps and he kept looking over to the sidelines, rolling his hands to be taken out of the game, and I think it was Andrew Dawson actually.
Right.
He had played that entire first half.
the offside call there, so it'll be the turnover.
If it starts raining,
Starts
you
raining.
promised me it wasn't going to rain.
I have umbrellas for you, Paul. I have this giant umbrella.
You know what? We've covered games in, I think, just about every kind of weather condition. How many times has it snowed when we've been here? Which makes me start laughing to the point of crying laughing. But that'll be here before you know it. October's right around the corner.
That's the worst. That's the worst four-letter word.
Oh, I love that
Snow.
word. Ooh, nice. Cape Cod Academy ball. He didn't have any hands on him there. I didn't think that was rough. Did you? I'm surprised he called that.
Come on, defense, get out of there!
Sometimes officials,
Carter
and
Snow with
when
the
I
head.
officiated, sometimes when a game is sort of out of control, any call that could go either way, you sort of give it to the team that's behind.
Behind, I would think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You officiated soccer?
I was no, not soccer. No.
Oh!
I was a
Very
softball. I
almost
was a
had that.
softball official,
Okay.
and baseball,
Baseball.
and basketball. I did some basketball too.
Love basketball. I met Gordon Gunn Sunday at the End Project, and we were chatting, and I said he has his foundation where he's helped over 100 people regain their eyesight that are blind, suffering from the same form of blindness he has. And I said to him, I like you even though you own the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, what team are you for? And I said, what team am I for? I'm screaming green, the Celtics, of course.
Now, all these important people you met, Paula, who
Oh, wow. That was a header off of Johnson. That was beautiful.
Is that Johnson's second?
Keith Johnson.
Oh, Keith Johnson.
He scored.
He didn't score last game, no.
No, he scored last week. He was one of my top 3 Tommy Point players. Beautiful header off of Keith Johnson. Nice deep drill into that corner at 33-25.
Who got that one?
Keith Johnson.
Was it Keith or Simon?
Keith.
Keith.
You know, we want to talk a little bit too. We were talking to one of Rich Brannigan's sons. He was talking about the middle school. Dick has a soccer team. What do you know about that?
I know they try to get more and more teams involved with the school now, taking them out of the boys and girls club aspect, and also cutting down
Oh,
on the
right.
traveling. So the Boys and Girls Club, you don't want them to be a product of, having one team. They want to service all the kids. So you can make a soccer league over there and
Right.
have, 3 teams, 4 teams, and, have 40 or 50 kids playing, as
How-
opposed to making one team and have them travel off island. So the school does that aspect. So the middle school has the one team, and they'll travel off island.
And they're starting to build that up. He was saying Luke Daniels, who played on the Nantucket varsity
Right.
soccer team, and then went over to school in Ireland, graduated from there, is now back in the States, is coaching the program along with Kyle. Oh, he told me his name. I'll find out because we want to acknowledge him too. Both of whom played for Nantucket. Dawson trying to make a goal.
Oh!
And I told you I wanted him to score a goal. He's so close,
Well,
right off the cross on the
goalie
top.
got a piece of it, which might have affected it to hit the crossbar, but it was a beautiful shot.
It was a
A
great
beautiful
shot.
shot.
And he is looking frustrated by that.
Now, you keep mentioning all these important people you met at the end project.
Are we going to
Yes.
lose her to all the important people?
I know it. Who now?
You're
now,
going to lose me
now
to, the,
tell me when
to
you
the
was
founder of Uber. 'Cause
now
he
when
was
you
talking
was
about,
when you were socializing, who's heavy on
Hey,
the
you gotta be-
who's heavy on the cocktails? Who was really
Hey, be
going up to the
careful.
bar many times?
Watch that Uber guy. He'll
Yeah,
take
watch
you
it.
for a ride.
Who was? I want we want to find
I've
out
been
who.
dying for that one.
We want to
somewhere.
find out who was going up to the bar the most for these free drinks there.
Oh,
Who? Anybody get tipsy and had to be Ubered home?
a couple people in the audience.
Couple
but,
people in the audience.
Oh,
Well,
Dawson.
The people in the
Oh, I
audience
wanted
are
to get
paying a
that.
couple $100. They want to get their money's worth.
No,
huh?
do you know how much they pay for those tickets for 4 days?
I thought it
$6,000.
was five.
I think it's,
What a bargain, it's
I
five.
think it's 6. And that includes Threshold, which was on last Thursday. Or you could do a one-day pass for $1,000.
I think it went from 3,500 last year to 5,000.
But some phenomenal speakers they had. I mean, the only way I was involved was volunteering. But the guy that founded Uber, he was the one that said, having a couple drinks in a bar in Paris, he was tired of calling cabs all the time. And he thought, what if I push a button on my phone
Wow.
and a cab shows up? And that's how Uber was born. I'm like, why can't I have an epiphany like that?
Yeah, amazing how
Button.
ideas grow out of nothing, right?
Then they had the founder of TED Talk, Seth Godin. He was brilliant. And then they were talking about flying cars, no workforce in the next 25 years, no supermarkets, put biz right over the edge. Just some really
Well,
interesting
after
thoughts.
business report goes in, maybe they'll close the supermarket down anyways.
Well, she's a lawyer now, exactly, for Publix, but she said, what do you mean, no supermarket? I said, listen, you're 26, this means 51, you're retiring, it's all good. You're out of a job.
Get ready for play to come back up. This play is brought to us by Harbor Fuel Oil Corporation. Over 40 years of dependable service. Peace of mind. Harbor Fuel. Fuel oil, automatic fuel delivery, diesel fuels, residential fuels. Harbor Fuel.
Dylan Carthy looking to go in the game. That guy, to me, is a solid soccer player. I like him on the field. I liked him last year. I feel like the last 2 games I haven't seen him quite as much. I don't know if he's injured. Do you know, Dick?
No, I'm not sure if
Try
he's
to
been
find out.
injured or not. No.
Stefan Silveri, he was at the Nantucket Project, up to Patterson. I think Mario's taking a break.
Yeah,
He's done for the
he's
day.
He's tired.
He's
Well,
exhausted. Oh,
well, it's only good sportsmanship, you know.
I think so,
if,
too.
If you have a guy with 4 goals already,
I
the
agree.
game's out of control.
right.
It's embarrassing if he gets the 5th goal. You know what I'm saying?
They have slaughter rules, don't they, still? Or is that different with each sport, how
It's
that
different
works?
with each sport. You know, I don't know if there's a soccer one or not.
Interesting.
The slaughter rule would be that the clock would never stop on the field. You know, they would just keep running it.
Which, you know, is a bone of contention with some coaches and teams at times when you do see the numbers, you know, accruing to a high point. You have to wonder when enough is enough.
Well, a few years ago,
Changing of the goals.
I'd say a few, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago, the Boston AD got himself in trouble by not reporting the exact scores.
Really?
Yeah, so
The
if there was-
Boston athletic
the
director.
Boston Athletic.
kidding.
Right, so see all the scores and all the reporting to the papers went through him. So let's just say Brighton beat Charlestown in soccer 14-1. He would call it in as 4-1 to make it look more respectable.
I mean,
rather
was
than-
he affiliated with the Winter Hill Gang? Like, what was the point? Oh!
There's a header.
And that,
The little guy.
number
42.
number 42. We'll get back to that in a second. That was Liam Canole.
Liam Cano. Yes.
Congrats.
Liam
Nice
put
job,
one
Liam.
in. He's a junior, and he puts it in to make it 8-1.
I heard John Paul saying his name earlier, so congrats to Liam. And Pardita's going back in, number 18, and in the goal we have Oscar Guerrero. So we had a change in the guards there with 27-19 on the clock.
He doesn't have a full second team on the bench, but he is going to get everybody from the bench in now.
So back to what you were saying about the Boston superintendent with the
Boston
athletic
athletic
director.
director.
I'm sorry.
So what his point was, and you can see both sides of this, although I thought it was lousy, but you can see his point. His point was, why make the losing team feel that bad? Let's report it in the paper as 4-1 rather than 14-1. But the kids were out in the field. They played the game. They knew they
Interesting.
lost 14-1.
Right.
So no matter what's printed in the paper the next day, it's still they played in the game and they lost it. You know, it's the same. It's the same as.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay.
It's the same as, let's not keep score. Some of these younger kids and my grandkids are involved in it now. Start playing on teams.
How
And you
old
see
are they?
Well, my oldest is 12, and then the twins are 9, and 8, and then 3 and 1. But the 8-year-old, the 9-year-olds, and the 12-year-olds stop playing in games, and you say, how'd the game come out? Okay, well, what's the score? Well, we don't keep score, but we won 3-2. So they know.
Right.
So the parents are saying, "Oh, let's not make it competitive."
Oh, yeah, but you need to teach them about competition.
I'm dead for that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to play a game and not keep score. Why? Even if you're playing,
sports is learning.
even if you're playing
responsibility
cards with each other, you keep
Yeah.
score. If you're playing
Don't
checkers,
keep score.
if you're playing checkers, you keep score. No matter what you're playing, you keep score.
Where is this occurring? That's
Well,
crazy.
You'll find there's a lot of so-called soccer moms out there that, let's not embarrass them. What do you mean embarrass them?
Well, that's
Do
kind
you
of that
go-
mentality of every kid that shows up gets a trophy,
Oh yeah,
Whereas old
that's
school, you earned,
yeah, that's another aspect.
you earned your place on a team, or
That's
you earned the accolades.
Another aspect of
Yeah.
it is, you got a trophy for
Participation.
In my grandson will say, yeah, everybody got a trophy.
Really?
Oh yeah, the whole
my
team gets a
God.
trophy.
Wow. When you got a trophy, that really
That
meant
meant
something.
something.
I remember
I
when
s-
you go to an awards night and your sibling or you got a trophy and that was
I-
like a
I-
trip to Dairy
I
Queen
have
with your family, and that
I
was
have
like a big
couple- I have a
moment.
couple of trophies from my childhood, and they were earned. They
still
weren't
have my
just
little trophies
they
out in
weren't
my
just
room.
given to me because I showed up and was on the team. You earned it for doing something special for the team that
Right.
you were on.
Yeah, that was a big moment for you, and pride and all. There were so many
And
emotions.
as you're saying,
with
that's part of growing up. That's the real world.
Yeah.
That's the real world.
Don't keep score. What are they going to think of next? No grades?
Well,
Amherst College, right?
that's happening.
Is that happening too?
That's happening in some.
Oh,
aspects.
don't even tell me they're letting them grade themselves. Oh boy. 24:41 on the clock. This is a game that is not a game, essentially. It's 8-1.
It's out of control here.
It's out of control.
The
We've
scoreboard says 8-1, but we're going to report it. Nantucket's up 3-1.
even the ball boy's losing interest. He's doing his homework.
We have to make everybody feel good, Paula. We'll just say the score is 3-1 right now.
Is the ball boy doing his homework right now? What's he doing? Yeah, we want to make everybody feel
Feel
good.
good. So 23 to 1.
That my nephew's 5. I've got to ask my brother because he just started playing soccer up in Boston, back home.
See if they're keeping score in his league.
I'm going to call him tonight. I'm very curious about that. What next? The cross country team? You don't get timed. I mean, it's just wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, we'll go to a swim meet. We'll look up at the board and it'll be all zeros for time.
Everybody won.
No, we have
What's
a
the
six. We have a 6-way tie. The time for this race is 0.00.
Wow, I am glad my children are young adults and grown, and I'm kind of past that. That's crazy. I mean, there's-
Congdon and Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business, established 1931. Congdon and Coleman down at 57 Main Street. I bet they keep a score down there at Congdon and Coleman.
I don't think I can sleep tonight. I'm gonna have to really think about this. This is unbelievable. Well, the founder of Uber was saying that in 25 years there'll be no workforce, flying cars, which will kind of fly from point A to point B like Uber cars. That you need to be picked up and it'll be a flying car. No supermarkets, no workforce, which perhaps makes sense. And he also predicted that the kids would stay in school until the age of 25.
I agree with that.
Right, to be more competitive with countries like China, Japan. But 25, you think about logistics. So I'm thinking, okay, let me get this straight. So there's no workforce, so nobody's working. Who is paying for these kids to stay in school till they're 25?
Well,
What do they do when they?
like Uber work. It's going to be piecemeal.
Yeah, and hybrid
Not like a
supermarkets.
40-hour-a-week job type thing.
Will there still be a
I don't wanna
bar
be
or
around.
there'll still be a bar or restaurant where you can go in and order a drink and
yeah.
talk
Is this
talk
like-
to
is
the
this like-
talk to the bartender.
Is this
Or-
like Pottersville from It's a Wonderful Life? And you're going to have like a flashback to what life was once like?
Hey, what about
Oh,
that?
there's Dick at the bar with Maureen. Yeah, I know them.
How about those, did you hear about that stream of water that goes up 125 miles in that moon off of Jupiter? That was just announced yesterday.
Did you say bar? Has he
It made me
been
think
drinking?
of a stream of water.
the stream. Gino wants a bourbon with a stream of water.
125
Wow.
125.
You know what? You should have given him the candy. He clearly needed the sugar. I mean, wow. Bless you, Gino. We're here for you. That's all I can say. And I just noticed Dick has pink flowered eyeglasses.
I'm getting ready for Pink Week.
Pink Week.
Pink Week is coming up.
But
so.
back to the no workforce, the supermarket thing I kind of get. You know why? Because everybody's ordering Blue Apron online, all these foods delivered. Can you imagine not going into a supermarket though?
Oh no, I
like going
I
in.
still bag my groceries. I like to bag them. I'm gonna,
Yeah, it's a kind of a social setting, but you
don't-
just pick out your food.
I don't want to walk into my porch and see my order sitting there, delivered by a little Uber car.
No, it'll be a drone.
A little
drone.
or an alien or
A
something.
drone.
A little. But that's exactly it. A drone.
Drones are going to drive.
It's going to
Imagine
show up
being-
in the flying car.
Imagine being starved and you're sitting out in your back patio looking up in the air for your
Comes
food,
dinner.
for your food to come.
That's going to be Amazon.
But you know what? He's probably not that far off the beaten path. As crazy as it sounds, who would have thought 25 years ago he'd think he'd push a button on a cell phone? Number one, on a cell phone. Number two, push a button.
Shot! Ooh, that went in.
That was that player again. Oh no.
Yes, what a shot. Yeah, you're right.
Holy baboli.
He hooked that right in 16.
Oh, it was 16, not 19.
Amazing.
2006. We need to pay attention here. It's 8-2.
8-2. But we're reporting it 3-1, so it's 3-2 now.
It's a tie.
Almost
a
tied.
tie.
Almost
We don't want
tied.
anybody's feelings hurt. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kick you got in the corner there. It was like a slow motion, nice and high, just the way
I love
it dropped.
shots like
just
that. Yeah, I love
perfection.
shots like that.
I do
yeah.
too.
I think the goalie, our goalie fell asleep on it, right? He was probably liking the arc of the ball.
He was
his
listening to
eye off
Gino talk about the water. But yes, so so flying cars is the
Flying
thing of the
cars.
future. I'm hoping I'm alive so that I can see this happen.
Yeah.
And then have on my tombstone, told you so. Liam Connell dropping it back.
But if you think of how the world has changed, you go back 20 years, you go back 40 years, and you think of what was there then that will never be there again,
I know.
So you bring that forward, 20 years from now, what's it going to be like, and 40 years from now, and as you say, you hope you're alive to see what they're doing 40 years from now.
I know. Well, longevity, our lives will be that much longer and longer. I mean, 100 years ago, if you were in your 50s, you made it to your 50s, that was elderly.
Right.
Now,
Keep
I am here to attest.
Keep those kids in school till they're 25, maybe 30.
Yeah, I'm sure my brother Kevin's loving hearing that, because his kids are little. And no work.
No work.
They're going to be calling their aunt.
Yeah. Aunt Paula, can you send me some food
And money.
and money? Stream it down to me.
Oh my God. It's too funny. Too funny. 18:22 on the clock. Whalers 8. Cape Cod Academy 2. This has really been an incredibly lopsided game. And do your thing, Dick, for your sponsors.
The Booster Club, proud sponsor. Booster Club feeds all the visiting teams. They'll be feeding Cape Cod Academy after this. Usually a game like this, they buy them some pizzas and give them the pizzas before they go on to the boot. And the Booster Club meets Tuesday nights. I'll be at the meeting tonight. Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock, room 20 CPS.
I keep saying I'm going to
Tell
get
them
involved with
to
that.
keep up the good work in that shack, Dick.
The Shack, the
Amazing.
Booster Club does an amazing job in the
That's where
Shack.
they're going to make some serious money.
The first home game, the big surprise was fried chicken, which we didn't get a taste of. But the second home game was
Barbecue ribs.
and Paula treated the working staff up in the booth to spare ribs. Gino and myself got advantage of it, and they were delicious, Paula.
See, and they're mentioning this
Booster
because
Club.
they know that a game is coming Friday. It's a home game, and that I'm a softie, and that I will show up and bring you barbecue ribs again.
Well,
Consider it done.
We don't know if they'll have barbecue ribs.
You'll know tonight, though.
They'll may be back to
Text me tomorrow and tell me
They may be
what's
back
on
to
the
fried
menu.
chicken, or maybe we'll do grilled salmon or something.
Oh, with capers. Speaking of that, I think Restaurant Week is coming up on
Restaurant
Nantucket.
Week is
What's going
coming
on
up.
now?
Oh, it's going. Romaine Cole looking for that goal. Wow! And
You can't keep pushing.
holy
Yeah,
baboli.
he's gonna get talked to there by the referee.
Surprised he didn't get a yellow card.
No yellow card came
Oh,
out.
wait a minute. He's thinking about it.
No waiting for prescription refills. Phone ahead, and we'll have your order waiting for you. Island Pharmacy. Nobody does it better. A special number to call when your prescription. 228-6416. You ever done it? You ever used that number, Paula?
No.
No. You just call up that number, 228-6416. It asks you for your number off your prescription bottle. You tell them your 6-digit number, and they verify your last name by using the first 3 letters, and boom, you show up an
See,
hour
that's going
later.
to change too, probably in the
That's
next
gonna
25
change,
years.
too.
You're not going to need medicine.
You know, they'll
That
stream
would
it
be a
right.
great thing.
You call that number and look out in your porch. The pills will be sitting right there.
Unbelievable.
I doubt that is
I want a rewind of my life. 15:44 on the clock. Whoop. Off in Keith Johnson, Cape Cod Academy ball. I thought they gave them that third goal, Dick. Apparently they did not.
No, it didn't go in. There was just a lot of confusion
Oh,
around the
here
goal.
comes
with the-
Romaine. Oh, he
Oh,
got
he
it! I
finally
knew he
got
was
it.
going to get it. I told you he was going to get it. Awesome. He wanted that goal so bad. Nice job. Romaine Cole with, sounds like an entree. Romaine Cole. What is that? With 15:23 on the clock. Whalers 9, Nantucket 2. Nice job, Romaine. I know he's getting one of my Tommy points.
He's a senior, but he's very, very quick,
He is fast.
and he flies down there.
It's like a gazelle
and he-
with those legs.
And
He's
he likes contact. He will bump into anything in his way.
he likes contact and conflict on the soccer field. He just keeps going. Keeps going. 9-2. Who would have thunk? What a game. Oh, past Patterson. You never see that happen. Perdita turning it around. These black, thick clouds are moving in.
I know it. If it starts raining, we're gonna go in a quick wrap up. We'll be
You
out of-
promised me no rain.
We'll be out of here in seconds.
Right. Romaine Cole bringing it up. He has just got that big ear-to-ear grin on his smile.
He loves the game. He's having fun playing.
He
it
sure
right now.
is. This guy's having fun too. Liam Connell, number 42.
That goal capped off a day for him, and he may get another one.
Oh,
He may get another
Trudell
one.
close, so close. One of I think that was Perdita turn. Carter Snell. He's been pretty quiet today. Last game he was really active.
Well, being down this end, there hasn't been that much activity down this end. Nice clear there.
Deep kick by Guerra.
The
Oscar
backup- that's
Guerra,
the-
is that
that's-
his name? Backup goalie?
Our goalies are like the Patriots quarterbacks here. We're down to our third string goalie. If he
I want to
if
see
he gets
Julian
it- if he
Edelman
gets
be the
that-
quarterback.
I wanna
That's
see
what
Julian.
I think he'd do a great job. He can do your, what is it, the single wing,
The
whatever.
single wing with
Single
Julian,
wing,
right.
yeah.
How about Rex Ryan mouthing off this week?
I didn't hear that, but he's always mouthing
win?
off. So what's new about
Rex,
that?
Rex won this week, so he's excited coming to Boston, and
He's just
he-
a
at his
grumpy
press
coach.
conference, and that's where they brought up the quarterback situation for the Patriots, and he, paraphrasing most of it, he said, "I don't care who's playing quarterback. Steve Grogan can be in there. Belichick can play quarterback. We're still coming after them." So
He's kind of a grumpy coach. Doesn't do it for me.
he's the coach that hired his brother to be defensive coordinator.
Buddy Ryan, right?
Yeah, no.
Wait.
They both played. Buddy's the father.
Okay, see, I
Buddy
knew
was
there
the
was
father.
a tie in there
yeah,
somewhere.
Buddy's the father. I forget his brother's name, but he's got hair down to his belly button.
Grumpy family.
But he's the
Hair to his
defensive
belly
coach,
button.
and they lost. They lost the game 2 weeks ago, 37-31, and Rex fires the offensive coordinator and keeps the defensive coordinator's brother.
I mean, there's so many pairings of brothers that are coaches, right, in the
Yes,
NFL?
yeah. The Grudens there.
Interesting, 12:35 in the clock. Never met Rex Ryan. It kind of reminds me of Bill Parcells. He's just a little gruff.
They
And his
both-
affect, the way he
They
talks.
both were big.
Of course, I like Parcells though because he was
One
with
of them
New
had
England.
oh, maybe both of them had the operation, the stomach operation, which cut down a little bit on their weight.
I saw Parcells when I was at Drew University way back when he was coaching the
Oh!
Giants. Whoa.
Train
Romaine,
wreck.
I
Train
love
wreck.
him.
Romaine. He was going faster than the ball.
I saw Parcells when he was coaching. He coached the Giants, right? And their
Giants.
preseason was at Drew University. The Giants were preseason playing, and Lawrence Taylor. You talk about intimidating to see up close
He,
and
wa-
in
he was
person.
he was a tough dude, Lawrence was.
He must
but
be 6'6".
but
Lawrence
Parcells,
Taylor,
I
big
thought
guy.
Parcells got out of coaching a little early. I don't know if he got burnt out or what. I thought he had a little more in him. But
This is, I'm talking 1988, I want to say,
Yeah.
89, something like that. 88.
well, Belichick got his teeth wet
Oh,
being
that was almost a goal.
being an assistant coach for Parcells on a few of those Giants teams. He actually got a Super Bowl ring, one of those Giants Super Bowl. I think it was the one where Buffalo missed the field goal at the end,
Now, who are the Patriots playing this week?
playing Buffalo.
And this is game 4. And then
Game
after this,
4.
Tom comes
Brady-
back.
In Buffalo?
No, at home. So Tom Brady,
Who?
Tom Brady will be in camp next week at this time.
There's a great documentary, 30 on 30, on Buffalo Bills. Have you seen that documentary about that team? I mean, they went for what, four Super
They won
Bowl?
4 straight Super Bowls and didn't
Four
win
straight
one of
Super
them.
Bowls, and they didn't win one of them.
One
I
of
mean,
them.
if you can't cry over that, it was like
And the one against
Jim
the
Kelly was the quarterback. It was
the one
just, like,
against the
painful.
Giants, the one against the Giants.
Whoa!
Is Buffalo get down to like the 15-yard line, played the clock down to 1 second left, lined up a 25-yard field goal,
I saw
and,
that.
and he missed it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Scott Norwood missed it. And that
He's
gave
in the documentary
Yeah.
because he's never lived down that.
Oh no!
that
How
moment,
can you ever
yeah.
live it down? How can you
Yeah.
ever live it down?
Oh,
There's one thing. There's one
Hands.
thing about missing a 47-yard field. Poor Cleveland this week. They're 0-3. They brought a kicker in on Saturday. I don't understand these teams. He brought a kicker on Saturday. Well, the guy made 3 field goals, but he also missed 3 field goals. He missed like a 41-yarder with no time left on the clock, which would have given Cleveland the win. But he missed it and went into overtime, and
I missed
they
that.
lost it in overtime.
My team, Clemson, won again, which I was thrilled with, so they're now 3-0, even though I've got a Georgia hat
But you're
on.
wearing a Georgia hat.
I
That
know.
stands for Garufi, is that it?
Garufi, exactly.
I can remember when you were coaching
Gymnastics.
gymnastics and Vito trying to call you
Ganifi.
Garufi, Grunifi. He
It's
called you
still
everything.
on that. It's still on that school record we broke, and it says Ganifi. He
Gunifi.
said Garufi, Ganifi. He goes, what the hell's the difference? He never changed it. I was like, let it go. I was like, oh my God.
From one paisan to another
Exactly.
paisan.
Thank God I'm Sicilian. I get it. I understand his mentality. Not many people do. 8:52 on the
He went
clock.
back to the home country a few years ago. I was glad he got to Sicily while we enjoyed it.
I saw Vito Sunday. It was funny. He was in his truck, which looks like he's been hit about 10 times on the left side of it. Slower than slow. He would be one of those people driving that you would start to yell at.
Yeah. Thank God he's only driving here on Nantucket. I hope he
Thank
doesn't.
the
I hope
dear
he doesn't
Lord, yeah.
drive in Florida
Oh.
because that would be dangerous.
They all drive like that, though, in Florida. He's in a like-kind community with his driving. It better not rain because Dick
Does it feel-
promised me if I showed up it was not going to rain.
I promised Paula it would be no
Yeah,
rain,
no
so we
rain.
gotta. But if it starts raining, Paul, we are gonna close down in a hurry. He's down to the ground
Romaine, I
again.
love him.
Romaine is on the ground more than any
And smiling.
5 people
He's still smiling.
in a soccer game.
Amaya trying to get it over to Emmett Clark, number 14. Nice touch on the ball. Mika Patterson, number 35, and there's Romaine. Charging the ball.
Right in the middle
I
of
love
it.
him. I love him. Do your thing, Dick. Now's your time.
Check out Happy Hour at the Sea Grill Friday and Saturday nights, 9 to 10. Specials going on at the bar, the Sea Grill, serving lunch Monday to Saturday, dinner all week long.
Cape Cod Academy ball. Wait, happy hour is at 9 to 10 at night?
9
Was
to
it-
10 at night.
I thought
so-
happy hour was like, back in the day, happy hour was at 5 o'clock.
Oh, you're talking about Vito's Happy Hour in Florida.
No,
What's
mine
the
when I
deal
was
again?
It starts at 3:30.
9 to 10 at night.
happy hour 9 to 10 at night. I never heard of such
What
a
do you
thing.
get? You get half
The Sea Grill.
They give you specials. Specials. Anybody?
Not for the seniors.
It's not-
No, when I think happy hour, yeah, happy hour, that must mean bedtime, 9 to 10 at night. What are they talking about? Read that again.
No,
Make sure. 6:37 on the clock. Whalers 9, guess 2. Those of you listening to this, does that make sense? Happy hour is 9 to 10 at night.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Go there and find out. You gotta know. See what
The
specials
Hermans are
are.
in bed,
I'm
snoozing.
sound asleep.
Yeah.
I'm sound asleep by 10 o'clock. Yes.
So that's one less we invite Gino to the Christmas party at the Sea Grill. Maureen will come. She'll come.
Now,
9
if
to
I'm
2.
at the happy hour, I'd be
Well, you know what?
doing it.
If the old company
I'd
had
have a
a
nap in
Christmas,
the afternoon.
we
I'd
need
have a
a
nap in
Christmas
the
party.
afternoon and go to the happy hour.
We need a Christmas party
need a
this year.
Christmas party,
Gino.
right. We need a little Christmas right this very moment.
Absolutely. Right before it's going to rain with 5:49 on the clock. What's up next for the Nantucket Whalers? Who do they play next round?
Next, you're talking about the soccer team?
Yes.
Let's get my schedule out here.
Carter Snow crossing over to Caleb Patterson, who's played. Oh, wow, wow.
Uh-oh, he didn't like that.
He did not like that.
Okay, this
He didn't like that.
Oh, I don't like
What's that all
that.
about?
Number 19 lost his shoe.
this Thursday, Paula,
That
the
is not
boys
appropriate.
travel off island to the Cape for Falmouth Academy. That's a 4 o'clock start at Falmouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that.
next Wednesday they're back here playing St. John Paul. So I hope John Paul is back in goal for that one.
So wait, tell me that again, please.
This Thursday they're away at Falmouth Academy. Next Wednesday they're back home,
Okay.
St. John Paul, and then next Friday the 7th, that's Columbus Day weekend, they go to Rising Tide. That's up in Plymouth. And then
When they say Rising Tide, that's the name
That's
of
a
the
charter
When I
school.
think Rising Tide, or I guess Roll Tide's Alabama. Rising Tide. Okay, Rising Tide's a charter school. Got it.
let's check out the girls. The girls are away today at Cape Cod Academy. They're home this Thursday at Falmouth, and then they go to St. John Paul next Wednesday. Football is home this Friday. Monomoy, 5 o'clock start, and then they travel the following Saturday up to Sacred Heart for 1:30 start.
And that should be a great game. You're saying Monomoy because they're 3-0.
Monomoy's
correct?
3-0. The
Yeah, I gotta-
Whalers are 3-0.
I enjoyed.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to stay for all of the game, but it was great to see the local kids play. I think Tommy points.
Yeah, getting ready for that.
I think I'm
and
ready.
the one more field hockey. Field hockey is open today. They travel to Sturgis this week on Thursday, and then a Mashpee on Friday. So they got back-to-back off-island games,
Fingers
and
crossed.
they're going to be home next Thursday, the 6th, and we're going to try to cover that as they go against Sturgis. And we see the bus pulling in up there.
With the
That's-
lights on.
With the lights on, telling the team to get moving.
Nice cross by Emmett Clark up to number 17, Ramon Pardita. I always want to call him Corey, but he's Ramon. Nice footwork. Back to number 35, Mika Patterson. I think I'm ready with my 3 Tommy Point people, so whenever you are, let me know.
That's good. Just keep it going.
Pardita.
Keep it moving around, yeah.
Yeah, I like this. Liam Connell. Keith Johnson. Yeah, I mean, they're just controlling this game and have from inception scoring in that first 2 minutes stick of the game with 1 of 4 goals by Super Mario Reeves.
Yeah, I
That was incredible.
got my 3 stars, Paula.
You go first. I have mine.
Okay. I'm going to give my number 3 star to Keith Johnson, who has a goal today.
Oh, he was good.
My number 2 star is going to go to Stefan Severio. He also has a goal today. And my number 1 star is going to go to Super Mario with the 4 goals.
I'm going to give my 3rd star to Caleb Patterson. I thought he was just scrappy throughout, though, albeit a little too scrappy at the end of the game there, but just really focused, wants to play. Reminds me of Charlie Harrigan, just scrappy soccer player who's on the move, putting 110% out, plays soccer the entire game, and good solid teammate. I'm going to give my number 2 to Romain Cole, who he's catching my attention on the field. I think he's awesome.
I was thinking of doing him, but I knew you
He's
were.
like the soccer version of Manute Bol. He's just got game. He's there. He's all legs. He's awesome. So Romain Cole, yes, please don't steal my thunder from that. And my number 1, I think we all have to acknowledge, Mario Reyes, 4 goals. What can you say?
Yeah.
That's incredible. So congratulations and a
And
game well done.
And the first 4 goals, and you know, we talk about a hat trick. That's a hat trick plus 1, and if
Let's come up with a new name.
the hat trick, we all know originated in ice hockey,
Right.
And when it originated in ice hockey, Paul, a lot of people don't realize this. When it originated in ice hockey, the hat trick, you had to get the 3 goals right in a row, like Mario did.
I never knew that.
Yes.
Really?
So in the first years of ice hockey, you only got the hat trick if you get the 3 goals. It didn't matter if you wound up at 4 goals at the end of the game. If somebody
never
broke,
knew that.
yeah, if somebody broke the streak, and got a goal in between, then it wasn't considered a hat trick.
When did they?
I don't know
Yeah.
when they changed it. No, that's a good thing to
Good,
find
good
out,
Google
right?
question, yeah.
Good Google question.
Interesting. I didn't realize that had to be 3 in a row.
Had to be 3 right in a row. In a now that does it. Now they refer to that as a pure hat trick.
Pure
Every once
hat
in a
trick.
while, if you're watching a hockey game and somebody gets the 3 goals right in a row, they refer to it as a pure hat trick, meaning that it goes back to the old days when only you were recognized as a hat trick if you got the 3 goals in a row.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So we congratulate the Whalers for staying undefeated here, and they're lining themselves up in first place and going out and congratulating the visiting team here. We thank Gino for doing the great camera work today, Paula for calling another great game here. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Whaler Sports TV. Remember, you can check this out on channel 99. 6 o'clock nightly, or find them on the internet. Go to GinoTV.com. And remember, Paul, put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you have to laugh at yourself. Go Whalers.
Go Clemson.
Go Red Sox. Go Patriots.
Go Georgia.
Go Bears.
Woo!
Gotta believe.
The Bears are 0-3.
Yeah.
They're going to win one.
Wow.